this is a short pregnancy kind of basic exercises for you to do through any trimester, but especially right up to the end. It's just going to be safe. When we lie our back for bridging, if you feel uncomfortable, just miss that part out, okay, and do whatever stretching and things that you need to do, and then you can join back in. Alright, so we're gonna, if you haven't got a fit ball, I do recommend getting one, but if you haven't got one, just sit on a chair. Okay? So I'm just gonna sat on here, opening up through the knees, leaning, and just taking a few little side to sides. Using your breath to feel width through the sit bones. And just really opening up through the hips, so feel the pelvis widen. If your plan is to have a natural birth, then we want to feel that we ensure that we know how to also release your pelvic floor and not just be strong all the time, but allow to let go. Alright? And then we're going to come up. We're going to have the arms down by your side. We can add this in, arm work into this exercise, and you can have some free weights if you wish. Growing lovely towards the top of your spine, out to the crown of your head. Noisy buses. We're going to lift up one heel and lower. Exhale, lift up the other heel. So as we do this, see if you're moving out through the body. So if you're on a chair, you will be more stable, so you won't really find this connection as much, but on the ball you will. So if you're on your chair, take your arms off. If you're on the ball and you feel really wobbly, just have your arms down. If that feels okay, I'm going to start to then lift up the heel and float up the heel. Even me, ooh, you see that I twisted. Try and keep that lift and then lower. Exhale, find that little zip up to lift. And it might be just a hover and then lower. What you're trying to see is if you can keep everything pretty steady as you lift up. Or do you notice if you do this? And then it doesn't matter if you do, just try to find a bit more stabilization. You may feel one side works quite well, and then we can just repeat that side for a few and then go to the other side. Options to take the opposite arm forward as well. Options to keep both arms forward. Thinking about your thigh bone, pulling into the hip and then the knee feeling light. So nothing changes for your spine as we go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you've got free weights in your arms, you're welcome to do a few little arm exercises as well. More first and second trimester. In the third trimester, really more about that mobility and prepping for labour than keep strengthening, I believe. Everyone should listen to their own body. Okay, so now we're just going to have a little bit of arms. Inhale, palms up, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, feel that space up through the ribs. Exhale all the way down. Just the breath feels good. Filming this during the COVID virus. And I have to say, anxieties are high in Sydney, as in probably the rest of the world. And just breathing here is actually helping me calm already. The important thing is that we need to move, guys. Okay? Keep moving, keep our bodies healthy, keep our minds healthy. That's something that we do have control of. Okay? Let's hold the arms up, interlock your fingers, palms up to the ceiling, never inhale. Shoulders rise, exhale. Inhale, shoulders rise. And exhale. And then with any of my classes on YouTube, if something doesn't feel right, just stop it, send me a message, ask me about it. Inhale. Exhale. In my classes on YouTube, I tend to keep a little bit more basic. I want you to really focus on the movement. You haven't got me there to see how you're going. Alright, so let's keep it basic and moving. Nothing wrong with that. And then we're going to keep the shoulders down, lift over to one side. Feel that lovely stretch through the side and breathe into that armpit and rib. Exhale to the side. Breathing in. And over. Good. If you feel a bit unstable, widen feet. And this is good for everyone. Like, I am thoroughly enjoying this, and we do not need to be pregnant. If you're sat at home, working from home, and it's just been sprung on you, so you haven't got a good setup, it's more about keeping your body moving. Try not to be stuck in one position for too long, especially if it's not a great posture. And then flip the palms towards you, round your spine, and bring yourself into a curl. Inhale, flip the palms up to the ceiling and open up your chest. Exhale, flip the palms towards you, find that curl. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Find your breath to help that movement there for me. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And a big circle of the arms. And then coming back. So that should feel good to get the body moving a little bit. We're going to now move your pelvis. Tilt the pubic bone to your navel. Feel like you're just hugging your baby. Inhale as you push your pubic bone away. Feel that you widen through your bum cheeks. Exhale to curl. Inhale to reach and arch. Okay, exhale to curl. Now as you're doing this, it's tempting to use your legs. So let's try and use your pelvis. Feel that the ball slides forward and slides back, and the legs stay where they are, and all the movement is coming from this part of the body. Okay. Using your breath for your movement. As you exhale, naturally we want to curl in and hug. As we inhale, we want to open. So find that lovely breath with your movement. That's the breath that's going to just feel really delicious. Doesn't matter if you breathe the other way. But try and keep up with me, because it will feel so much better. And then we're just going to start doing your circles. Reaching out, and feel how your sit bone and your tailbone, your sit bone and your pubic bone drive the ball around into a circle. You're going to have your hands on your knees. You're going to have your arms out. You can have your arms behind the head, a little belly dancing. And then the other direction. Isn't the movement great? I'll be honest, I was like, gotta film this, and I've been feeling a bit today. And now I'm just feeling so much brighter already after 5 minutes of moving. So let's keep moving. Alright, how does that feel? Let's finish. Open the legs even wider and just have a little bit of side to side. You can perch on the edge of your chair if you're doing this. Just be careful though that you don't tip it over. Okay. And then now we're going to go onto the mat to do some more. Okay, so we'll just put that ball away. Lying onto your back, some bridging. So this may be where you don't like to lie on your back, so you're welcome to stay on the ball and do a few more things. See how you go. It's a short amount of time on the back is fine for most people, but if you're feeling very uncomfortable, just come onto your side, or then maybe just do some kind of a nice little seated glute stretch, anything that feels comfortable for you. And you can join in with us in a few minutes when we get onto our sides as well. So lying onto your back. And then just doing that tilt again of the pelvis, forward and back like we did when we were sat. Try not to use your legs like the same when we're on the ball. Exhale. Inhale. And bring your pubic bone to your navel and start to peel up through the hips, pressing your feet into the ground. This feels so good to open your hips here. And then melt down from the throat, all the way down. Inhale. Exhale to peel up, pressing into the feet. Feel your feet. Really lift your hips. And your hips Inhale at the top. And exhale as we go back down. And there's lots of variations we can add on here. As I said, let's just keep it basic, keep it moving. Okay? Reach now. And now back down. Inhale. Exhale to go. Focusing on working the legs and the glutes, the bum. And not so much into your lower back. Let's do 2 more here. Moving the spine is the best thing. Come back. Great, and then we're going to go lying on our side. So lying on our side, we do some book openings. You can have your hand or pillow to support your head. I don't mind my head just being down. Your ears, shoulder and hip in a nice long line, reaching your arms out, keeping your hips really still. Sweep the arm up to the ceiling and follow with your gaze. Now feel that your rib lengthens and opens up. Your arm follows the rib. And then the rib draws you back in as your arm comes back. So the arm is just a gauge, a guide, I should say, where we're going. But it really is from that twist through the upper body, allowing your rib cage to roll away from your hip. And then feel your rib cage join back in. Exhale as you go up. Enjoy that nice inhale and stretch. Exhale to go back. And again, reaching out and up. Letting your head just follow the way. Let it rotate with you. One. Deep inhale. And then coming all the way back. I'm going to put my head up for the next one. If you want, and you're more first trimester, we can actually come up onto your forearm. But as you progress along, I would say have your head supported. Okay, now I'm going to do the supported one. Now have your hand on your hip. It's welcome to be here to give you more support. Exhale to lift the leg. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lift. Now your hips want to stay still. So keeping that long length through the top of the waist, long length through the bottom, and just lifting the leg up and down. You are welcome to put a resistance band around your leg bones, and you might feel that a bit more. But we want to find that we can feel these exercises without having all the assistance of the props. Exhale. Inhale. So there's a gentle little connection around the waist. That's what's going to help keep your hips still. And if your hips are still, the movement comes from the bottom. If your hips move all over the place, you won't feel it. And you might not notice, so maybe your hand can give you some feedback. We're going to do the same again with legs straight. So if you want, you can continue with a bent leg as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. With the straight leg, push out through your heel as much as you can. And imagine you're sliding that heel up the wall and down the wall. But it's really hard, there's lots of friction on the wall. So imagine your friction. Again, both sides of the waist lock. Like there's a little paddle pop in between the rib and the hip. Good. Nice, and you can keep the leg straight. I'm going to bend it. Inhale, bring the leg forward. Bend leg, send the leg back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. So the hips again stay still and just moving that leg forward and back. And we can keep with the bent leg, especially later on in your pregnancy, or we can go straight leg. Inhale. The main thing is listen to your body, what feels good. And just send us a message at any time if you need to, any clarification. Or ask us next time you're with us in the studio. Inhale. My bum is burning. This is good because this is my weak one. Good. Oh, tap that bum out. Okay, so let's go and do all of the other side. That and inhale, sink into the shoulder. Exhale, push down into the forearm. Okay, so that way we can continue without loading up too much. Where you keep the lift, and then you lift the hips, and then you lower it. So you're lifting from underneath this waist, and lower. So just first trimester, maybe second trimester. We'll see. That's it. Good, one more. Great. And then we'll turn around and do that all again. So we've got our book openings to start. Letting your head hang will support it. Arms out in front. Long line from ear, shoulder, hip and heels. Top arm lifts to the ceiling. Hips stay still. Follow with your gaze. And reach back, opening up the wrists. Inhale. Exhale as you go back. Inhale. Try and breathe with your movement. So feel the breath, last the movement. Inhale to hold it in final stretch. Exhale to move with that breath. Allowing your ribs to roll back and open as your hips reach forward. And we have to let go a little bit here. We have to soften and let go. And then come back and connect to come down. And reaching the arm. Open. Take a breath. And then coming all the way back. One. And then time to try glutes on this side as well. And then, tell it's not a fancy job, isn't it? Pilates. We're going to come up if you wish. First, second trimester, maybe up. I'm going to stay down. Hips are nicely stacked. I'm going to reach away with that top waist, keeping that lift. And then lift the leg up. And down. So imagine you've got a band around your legs, so there's something to resist against. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lift. Hand can be supporting for you. Hand can be on the mat. And then keeping that length as you come up and back. Trying to find the glute. And at the moment, this is my lazy side. I'm going to have to concentrate a bit. Using your breath. Yeah. Sometimes touching the muscle where you want it to work helps. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't do it right when I'm at home. And you may not do it as well as you do in the studio, but you're still moving, it's still good. And a lot of it is just getting your body moving and waking up the pathways. Let's do straight leg, and up, and exhale. And you may find some variations better than others. You know, you might want to do a few of those. The more we do, the more we have better awareness of our bodies. And that's the important thing. Listen to our bodies, move with our bodies. Good, using that breath, keeping the sides of your waist long. Remember those paddle pops. Or lollipops if you're in the UK. I was thinking, what do I call them? I don't call them paddle pops. Alright, bend that knee in. We got in and out. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale to come forward. Now it's more tempting for the body to move here. So just enough connection to keep the hips still and the bed and the lower back long as your leg goes back. Inhale to fold into the front of the hip. Exhale, sweep that heel back. Feel like you're pushing it back against the wall. Inhale to fold it. Exhale to go back. Inhale to fold it. It's great. Say, it's great, guys. I hope you're doing well like that. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale, reach your back. Good. Feeling nice and warm. You can break anytime you need to, guys. Exhale. Thinking about that glute firing as you press the leg back, reaching out for the front of the hip. And like your toes are paint, you're just going to sweep a painted line across that wall. And that just really kicked it in. So just think about that reach. Oh, that's so good. And bring it in. All right. Time for your side lift. Up onto your forearm. And then third trimester, you sink. Press into the forearm, lift. And sink. Press into the forearm. And it is this wrap of that upper arm underneath here to keep it nice and still and strong. Okay, so see, are you trying to lift with your neck? Press into the arm, and that will help that connection. And we need that for when we lift up the hips. First and maybe halfway through second trimester, see how your body feels. We go into the side lift. There's a lift from underneath the waist, you lift up, and you lower down. We're not going to hold it up there too long. Pressing into the forearm, opening up to the chest, and lowering back down. Exhale. In. Exhale. Nice, guys. Keep your shoulder over your elbow. Try not to pull away from it. And let your head just kind of follow that spine. So as your hips lift up, your head will go over a bit. And then come back. Right, guys? Now we're going to go onto our hands and knees. Okay? So on our hands and knees, fingertips nice and wide. And find length through the spine here. Okay. So just imagine I got a little baby here too. On my baggy t-shirt. And then we're just going to rock back and keeping that length through the spine. Push through the arms and really widen through your hips. Now your spine isn't arching or curling, it's staying in a long straight line. And then you're going to go all the way forwards. And we're just going to rock forward from back. And just find that nice deep hinging of the hips. So when you go back, feel that you widen your hips more. You may feel like you're arching your back, but it should be normal. It should be sinking like that. Just the normal curve of your back. And then come forward. And go back. You can do it on your forearm and your wrist issues, but also just try and strengthen up the wrist a little bit. So do a little bit and then have a break. So we don't want to totally avoid the wrist unless you've got any flare-ups of inflammation. Okay, or any injuries, but we still want to get strength as well. And then we go into our thread the needle, opening one arm up to the ceiling, reach it forward, and then bring it through. And I don't like collapsing so much, I really want to twist your body, so feel the strength in the arm, it's all about the arm strength. Reach up, and exhale, twist. Good. Try and keep the weight even through your knees. As you do this, good. And other side. Press into that arm, open up the chest, and then twist. Just go with where your body is today. Reach up and open, pressing away with that supporting arm, twisting, keeping the weight even through your hips and your pelvis really still. Nice inhale, exhale. And inhale. And bring it back. It's good, guys. Alright, round your spine, press into that hands, curl. Inhale, open into the arch. Breath again, exhale, curl. You just find there's a lot of that spinal mobility in here. Inhale, open. Exhale to curl. Inhale to curl. And then find that neutral again. Now, if there's any instability through the pelvis, just be careful with this. You may not want to do the legs. See how we go. We're just going to slide one arm forward, just along the ground. And then if you wish, you can slide it up, tap it to the ground, and slide it back. Stay on the same arm. Now, does anything change with your body as you slide it out and slide it back in? Can you keep lifting out of your supporting arm and wrapping underneath into that supporting shoulder? And this little muscles here underneath your arm here to the shoulder blade. So you can float the arm, or we can just keep it on the ground. Exhale. And what keeps your body really stable is the connection from the opposite arm and leg that are on the ground. See how many you want to do with those, and then we'll go over to the other side, around the 6 to 10 mark. Good. If you feel it in your neck, try and roll back into the shoulders. Lift yourself up out of your hands. But feel really active hands pushing into the mat. So you push into the mat as you lift. Good. Then we do the legs. So especially if any pelvic instability, keep the body really still. Slide the leg out, and it might just stay on the ground and bring the leg in. If you feel that this is too much for you, go back to your arms, okay, or even back to your cat-cow. Exhale. There is the option then to lift the leg and lower. But we want to keep the hips really still. Keep the weight even through the hands. And feel the connection between the knee on the ground and the opposite hand. Other side. I need to practice this more. Pressing into the hands, lifting up out of the chest. I want to see this. And then back in. Keep pressing and lifting. You've got sliding along the floor. You've got sliding on the floor and a hover. Good, guys. And again, your breath really helps here. Exhale out. Inhale in. Just helps just to breathe and move. Good. Great, guys. Alright, so you're probably finding it really hard to find some extension in your back now when we're pregnant. And just videoing, so can go on the side. Thank you. So this one's a really great one if you've got a ball, okay, to just get some back extension. So grab your ball back again. Alright. Hopefully you can still see me down here. I put it up here. So when you grab your ball, put it up against the wall. It's going to be my makeshift wall. And then just take a seat in front of the ball. You have your legs wide, whatever feels more comfortable for your bum. Then have a little diamond or your legs straight. Sitting up against the wall, hands behind your head. And then lift up out of your chest and have that nice passive extension over the ball. Nice deep breath in. And then coming all the way back up. Feels so good. And again, reaching back. You can stay there. Now personally this ball is a bit too big. I don't get much, but you'll find that this probably be enough. If you, probably a 65 centimetre ball would be the best for average height. If you're a bit smaller, 55. This one's where someone is going to be more taller, closer to like 6 foot. Okay, so depending on your height, yeah, and you can let me know if you need to. I'll let you know which balls to get. Reach it back. And just have a few deep breaths here, like we started. A nice deep breath into the chest. Exhale.